Hi guys, this is a small tutorial to set up an MFC application alone without the wizard. The purpose is just to get a feel of what is happening when we create an MFC application with the wizard. So the first thing is we create a console application, and and then we changed the following. Okay, so we go to properties. Um, we use MFC, use MFC in shared DLL, and in the linker in system, we just make sure subsystem is Windows. So we change it from console if this is how the first project we initiated. And then we add the first class, the main CPP, and in the main CPP we create an object. And this object is an object that is ours, but it inherits from MFC. So let's have a look at it, at my win app. So my win app inherits from CWin app. It's an MFC class, and we don't create a constructor. And then the base constructor, the constructor of the win app, when it is called, is calling a virtual function. So that's the convention, and that virtual function is init instance, and we are going to override it, and that's the way we do it with MFC. So let's have a look at it. So when we override it, we initially create a new object that is also a child of an MFC object, the C mainframe. So let's have a look at it, and that will be the actual window. So as you can see, it inherits from C frame window, and we created two members and the constructor. Okay, so let's go back here. We created this window with the object that we inherited from, and then we assign it to a member, and this member belongs to the C frame, to the win app. Okay, so this is also a member of MFC, and we are making this assignment here. And then we change the property to show the window. We call method function to show the window, and update window. These are all MFC functions. Okay, so what's happening here? What's happening here in the constructor? In the constructor, we call the method of the C frame window to create a window. This is like the title, the way it will be, like overlapping window, the size of the window, the rectangle, and here we initialize those two members that we create. So everything so far is what is happening when we start the application. Okay, and then once the application is running, that window is listening to messages from the operating system. And how does it does it? So there's a method in MFC to use this macro to specify the message we want to listen to, and the convention says that let's say we want to listen to on paint on, and that is that if we register to this one, we have to make the function without the WM, so on paint. So whenever, for example, in this case, the paint is called whenever we resize the window or some other windows overlap it, so it needs to render it again. This is called, and the operating system will raise that message, and we will have a method called to onPaint. So in this onPaint, we have this DC, this context. For now, this paint context we can think about it just as the object that we will use to write the text and the graphic to the screen. For example, he has the method text out that write the screen, the string that we want to write, and the position, the XY position of the message. There's an MFC method that we can get information about the client. So we want to know the new window, the new resize window. We want to get the details, so we call this function, and it will initialize with and update the rectangle object, and then we will use it to print the details of the new window. So let's have a look. So it generated, this was all initialized, and now when we will change, the on paint will be called, and as you can see, it changes. Very nice. Thank you.